So recently I went through a burnout like situation and I didn't even realize that I was in it. And now that I am recovering and now things are getting back to normalcy, I would like to share the experience with you because this is something that we all go through at some or the other point. It is just a matter of awareness whether you know it or you don't know it. So if you don't know what a burnout is a state of mental and physical exhaustion caused by prolonged stress. So if you are stressed for a longer period of time, it could be anything. It could be physical stress, some kind of disease, illness, or it could be mental stress. It could be stress because of your own subconscious, or it could be stress because somebody else is stressing you out. Whatever it is, the ultimate effect is on you and it is burnout. What exactly happened and what made me go into this phase, and these are some of the reasons that I think I went through, but these are some of the things that might have happened. One thing I realized is that my social contact had completely become less. Before COVID, I used to take part in several other things, whether it is workshops, seminars, everything, but COVID has somewhat kind of put us alone. But now COVID is over, now it is not there, but even then the remnants or the after effects of it are there. The way we used to mix with others, the way and the kind of activities that we used to do, that is no longer there, I feel, in my life. And it has, I didn't realize it that time, but it started taking a toll on my mental and physical health, specifically emotional health. And there were many things that I was doing earlier that I realized I was not doing, and I got completely involved with what is happening in my PhD and what people were saying in my work and what all other people were doing at work. So I got so consumed by that that I forgot that there is a separate side to me. This could be a possible cause. Of course, there are several other factors also that could lead. What happens during burnout is your energy levels go down, your productivity levels go down. The way you used to function earlier, that continue, and you are in an altered state of consciousness. I realized I was too much dependent on what people think of me, what opinions people have about me, rather than go on my own and have belief on my own self. PhD is something where you have little control over. I'll speak about the different other causes also, but if you are in a job where you have little control and there is this pressure but you have little control, so if this kind of situation is going on, then that also could lead to burnout. Now, this is one reason that was applicable to me. I want to list out several other reasons which may or may not be applicable to me, but they could be applying to you. If you are putting in the work, now these you pick which are the causes which are applicable to you and tell me in the comments. I would love to read. One thing is, if you are working and you are not getting recognition. We as humans always want a sense of worth and something appreciation in return, but if you are not getting that, then that could be, these are very subconscious and subtle reasons which then get piled up and then manifest as burnout. Doing work that is not very challenging, same work, or if there are no boundaries, if there are certain people at the work which are making your life tough. With respect to your lifestyle, working too much, then lacking of close support. We all need support, but if you lack that, then this is one thing that could affect you. Taking on too many responsibilities without having any help, not getting enough sleep. Then pessimistic view of work. You look at others with the lens that you have. So if you have a negative outlook, a pessimistic outlook, that there is nothing that can support you, there is nothing that can help you, then that could affect the way you function. When you don't feel good enough, people feel that you are an achiever, but you don't feel that you have achieved something. So that is something that can put unnecessary pressure on you. If you always feel this need to control others, to have them work, behave, speak, do according to your thinking, and if you are somebody who is a high achiever, these are called type A personalities, where one thing you have achieved, there is always the next thing. This is not a bad thing, but this could put a pressure on you. When you think of all this, how do you get over burnout and how do you get yourself? For me, in my case, it was lack of social interaction. I started with activities that I was doing pre-pandemic, and they were including certain classes that I was taking. I'll make a separate video on that. And basically getting to know people and getting outside, putting yourself out. The second most important thing that has helped me equally is breath work. There are tons of videos on the internet. If you just do Anulom Vilom for 5 minutes every day, and I bet you will see the difference. You will have to do it yourself to see the difference. Don't rely on me. We think of yoga and pranayama as something for workout, something to be done at specific points, but 5 minutes a day if you do it, it will cause tremendous healing with respect to your emotional aspect as well. Then I upped my nutritional intake as well, because I feel that we are function of the nutrition we take. I started having tender coconut water every day. Even now, my third meal is just that. It is not any food or anything. First 2 meals are the major ones. Third one is the lightest. Having multivitamins of whichever. You need not go in for expensive brands. You can go in for brands that you trust and the ones that your doctor prescribes. What we see as anxiety, what we see as the emotional manifestations could be a manifestation of something that is happening physically. If your iron levels are low, then this could be something that you might want to work in, because iron levels are directly proportional to the energy levels you have. It is a direct barometer of how much of oxygen is there in your body. I resumed therapy sessions which were halted for a period of some time. So that gave much relief. Earlier I used to be regular with my weekend Vipassana retreats, and in between there was a gap, so I resumed that. So these are some of the things that I have done to recover on this. If you are in a phase where you are not up to the mark, somehow things are not working fine for you and you feel like you are not in your optimum self, then I suggest you have a look at yourself, reflect and see if there is something that you can do, or if there is something that you have stopped doing that has caused this. Okay, and one by one you can start incorporating those activities. I'm sure it will help you on the road of recovery. Burnout, anxiety and everything, these are some of the things that are ongoing, they are continuous. Sometimes you feel you get out of it, then there is a stage where you feel like you are going in it once again. So resuming activities, shuffling activities and getting a change in your routines, this could help. At the same time, working on your physical fitness also helps a lot. I'm sure this video has helped you. Till the next video.